my God. It's beautiful out here today, guys. It is. I swear to God it is. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Motown's Wrestling Review. You can like back-to-back reviews from me. I am your host, Tony Motown Allen, and I am the president of the Motown's Wrestling Group on Facebook. And if you read the caption, which who wouldn't read the caption before they hit play? We are here talking about Clash in Italy. I did do a review with the fellas, but I did want to kind of do my own one as well, just for the people who maybe don't watch the Future Focus podcast on the FTW network. But if you do, we definitely thank you for your support over there. I am not part of the team. The regular members over there is the mastermind Bobby Rogers. He is the founder of the Feast. The not so humble correspondent Robert Black, and the marvelous Marvis Buckley. That's your regular crew. But I do pop in from time to time, and I did pop in at the Clash in Italy. But I want to share on here as well. I don't do a lot of reviews though, but I want to talk about Clash in Paris, as well as I also want to kind of dig a little bit into the Jacob Fatu situation with Roman Reigns, and one of them acknowledging their tribal chief. But before we get into Clash in Paris, the match of the weekend happened the night before at AAA. El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano, Mass versus Mass, which this got to be the first time in the history of ever, at least the history of me, since I've been watching wrestling, that you have a Mass versus Mass, knowing who both guys are, though. So, Chad Gable was taking on Ludwig Kaiser to see who's going to lose their Mass. Now, I haven't followed the feud a lot in AAA, so as far as like what's been going on in AAA, I'm not 1,000% familiar with. I'll be honest with you on that. I didn't understand why everybody hated Chad Gable's version, the original Americano, and they absolutely love Ludwig Kaiser. I don't get it, but they were passionate about it. They had people that were involved in this that apparently had been involved with the storyline, and it kind of added to the match for the people who are the diehard fans that's been following it. But the match itself was really, really good. I gave this match an A+. In my opinion, this was the best match of the weekend, probably the best match of the month, best match we've seen in a long, long time. I was really impressed with both guys in this match. I did the Chad Gable taking the mask off, his speech beforehand, but everybody booing him, and honestly, it's kind of like he turned from heel to babyface. Because when he took the mask off and was talking, everybody started liking the guy now. So I wanted to give a shout out to that match because, in my opinion, that was the match of the weekend. Really, really enjoyed it. Now, Clash in Italy. The first match for the WWE title, the Undisputed title, whatever title Cody has. I think he's the Undisputed champion, even though Roman Reigns was the champion as well. But the Undisputed WWE championship match between Cody Rhodes and Gunther, which I'm surprised this was on the free hour and not on the actual main show. Tribal Combat was going to be the main event. And you only got 3 shows once the free hour was up. 3 matches, though, so I kind of get it, but I was still kind of surprised, though. Match was really, really good. I gave this match a A-. I thought these two put on a banger of a match. Thoroughly enjoyed it from beginning to end. If you saw my predictions, I did predict Gunther to win. I thought that would have been a nice swerve. Swerves on a roll. But I think that would have been a nice swerve on free TV to get people to buy. But no, they didn't pull the trigger on that. But I did like how they finished it, though, with Cody cheating. That cheating fucker. Cody Rhodes did not pin Gunther. His foot was under the rope. And he paid off the referee to let that shit go. We had basically this was like an Italian screw job instead of a Montreal screw job. But overall, good match. So I gave it an A-. Did like this one a lot. Now they had talked about Brock Lesnar and Obi Femi being on the pre-show. Well, not pre-show, but the first free hour. But instead, we get Mommy, Rhea Bloody Ripley, taking on Jade Cargill. I think this was a nice switch. I don't necessarily agree with the match they picked to replace Brock on the main show. I mean, on the free hour. Me personally, I would have went with that bitch Becky and so Ruka on the free hour and say this one for later on. But excellent match. If you saw the Future Focus podcast, this was my match of the night. I gave this match an A. And it ain't just me saying it was the match of the night. The Marvelous Marcus Buckley called it the match of the night. Your not so humble correspondent Robert Black called it the match of the night. Even the mastermind Bobby Rogers himself called this the match of the night. This should have been on the later on in the show, but definitely liked it. Good way to lead into the actual pay-per-view. Well, segueing away from ESPN. Now we get to Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, and C-. I didn't hate it as much as some did. I honestly don't mind Brock winning. It would have been nice if Oba could have just won it and wrapped this up, but we know this is going to be a 3-match trilogy, and you can't really do a 3-match trilogy and have Oba win again. Brock had to get his win if you're going to go 3 matches. The match itself was, it is what it is, though. Bunch of F5s, but I did mention Sunday, though. I would have rather seen Brock wear him down with like suplexes and then hit an F5 versus it taking 7 F5s to beat Obafemi. I know that's supposed to speak to how tough Oba is, though, but it also kind of takes away from the F5. And not only that, though, like, okay, next time Oba had to put somebody over, what the fuck are they gonna have to do to beat him to make it look realistic? Like, I mean, CM Punk can hit him with a GTS and pin him, and it took 7 F5s. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I think they kind of overdid it with the F5s. I would have messed with it just been a banger of a match with a lot of power suplexes and everything leading to the F5. I think that would have been better, but it is what it is. Next match was Sol Ruka taking on that bitch Becky, and Sol Ruka was really, really good in this match. I gave the match a B-, and all of that was Sol Ruka. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Becky Lynch, but guess what? After that performance that Becky Lynch gave on Sunday, when the mastermind even said that she think that Becky Lynch was intentionally not doing good because it was Sol Ruka not trying to make her look good. I mean, she had a couple of botches in there. She wasn't really selling the Soul Snatcher and everything. That bitch sucked. And if you don't believe me, it ain't just me saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. ESPN is saying it. Motown's Wrestling Group is saying it. The FTW Future Focus podcast is saying it. And the receipt for that one is on Sunday's show. The entire panel dogged out Becky Lynch, including the marvelous Marcus Buckley, who just praised her a week beforehand. And as he put it, that bitch pulls this shit after he defended the bitch. B-, I do wish that Soul had a different opponent, but it is what it is. But I am happy that she got the title. Now we move on to Tribal Combat. Our Tribal Chief. Acknowledge him. Versus Jacob Fatu. This match I gave a C. I wasn't overly happy with this match. I don't mind Roman Reigns' slow-paced match, but this was slower than normal. Like, I'm not sure if it's because like Jacob Fatu may have been hurt from a couple of days ago because these idiots decided to put him in a street fight against Solo Sikoa on a fucking house show in Italy a couple of days before your PLE. Who the fuck? What in the Tony Khan is this? But the match served its purpose and had good spots and everything. I mean, like I said, I didn't like the pacing. I gave it a C, though. But Roman Reigns, our Tribal Chief, he's still our Tribal Chief. And Jacob Fatu must acknowledge him. And he did. He did on Monday Night Raw. Jacob Fatu acknowledged our Tribal Chief yesterday. Now, he told Jay that, look, I lost to Roman. I didn't lose to your bitch ass. I kept waiting for him to turn on him, but he threw the one up with him. And I gotta say this before I end this shit. If Jacob Fatu don't turn on the bloodline and he sticks with Roman and the Usos, ain't nobody stopping these motherfuckers. Ain't nobody stopping them. Roman, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu, checkmate.